Welcome back to Dream Drop Distance. We're in the middle of a heat wave right now, but that doesn't matter. It's time to dive.
I want to dive into pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes.
During a heat wave? Are you fucking insane?
Yeah, that would be kind of bad, actually. Okay, how about diving into ice cream? I just want to jump into some form of food today. I don't know why.
Just say something like, I don't know, cherry coke or something. Wait, no, that's also sugary. You'd have bees
No!
attacking you.
That would, like, sting like hell if you had wounds.
Well, don't jump in a pool of cherry coke if you've got wounds.
Where'd you even get a giant pool of cherry coke? I think we should answer that question first.
Well, we're in the realm of sleep right now, the realm of dreams. Anything is possible.
Man, you know, I tried to study lucid dreaming to kind of play off that for a little bit. It's hard, but apparently the results are pretty neat.
Sorry, I'm not saying what you're saying is uninteresting, but I'm just remembering the jokes Sonic Movies made during that one part of Sonic Advance.
What did he make?
Just something about Scarlet's mother.
Oh boy. Please tell me we're skipping the dives in the future. I really can't think of shit to talk about during them.
No.
And you don't even get anything for A ranking Riku's dives, am I right?
The second character doesn't get anything if you A rank. It's the first character that gets it, but you will want to go after A ranks for each character because there is a special prize if you get all of them.
That sounds a lot like work. Are you trying to make me do things?
Sora! Where are you? I remember we fell overboard after Ursula attacked.
There's that Lady in the Tramp statue that shows up in every KH game.
Yeah, I think this is the first time they've actually brought attention to it, though.
And look at those huge, meaty hands!
He could definitely choke a Dream Eater with those.
Where's my money? No, yeah, money. M-U-N-N-Y.
Portal. It takes something special to jump between grounds without one.
Who are you?
Ah, nice little remix of Calling from The World Ends With You here. It's no the 1 star, but I guess you can't have everything.
I really like Joshua in this game. I mean, I don't know a lot about The World Ends With You, but I like how he's presented, his personality. It's really interesting and kind of mysterious.
Well, in comparison to the characters of the Kingdom Hearts universe, he's very grounded and closer to an actual human being, which is kind of ironic. I'm not going to give too much away, because everything I could say about Joshua is spoilers, unfortunately.
Yeah, I eventually got to play that game.
The world is as many things as people need it to be.
As many spin-offs as are required by Square Enix.
No sequels, though.
Don't fucking tempt me. I'll end the call.
I've got a little errand for you.
Sorry. I don't trust you.
You don't have as many sequels as we do.
Shut up!
I'm looking for a girl named Rhyme.
She's gonna do some time.
Maybe for a crime?
I don't have a rhyme for that rhyme.
Motherfucking Optimus Prime.
There we go, yeah.
You know Sora?
Now I have your attention.
Crack out.
Unfortunately, I don't know where he is. If he's not in this version of the world, I can only...
Of course, this world hasn't gotten the patch yet. Makes sense.
Okay.
Riku's wrists were clipping through his wristbands.
How is that even possible? Wouldn't that be part of the model to begin with?
Just lay down a fat beat, Traverse Town DJ, please. Thank you.
I have to admit, even though they did reuse Traverse Town, doing it in this way gives it a fresh new take. That's actually, you know, some kind of world reuse and I'm okay with.
Well, it is the dream version of Traverse Town. They can afford to get a little bit funky with it because they don't have a budget.
Why can't they get funky with it all the time? We need to be funky while we're awake. Now, I didn't really use the barrel one a lot when I was doing reality shifting. Like I said before, I only used it like a few times, and I didn't really see much value in it otherwise. I could have just spent that time killing things.
The barrel is probably my least favourite reality shift, but you use what you have, really.
If there are barrels, just throw them at people. You know, it's called improvisation.
The silence after battle. The opportunity to mull over combat. Who needs it? Let's go kill some more bitches.
Another thing I want to mention about the Dream Eaters is that I'm really also not a fan of their design. Like, when you compare it to, like, Heartless or Unversed, Heartless and Unversed are very uniform. I mean, yeah, they have different designs, but they carry that same basic predominant color. You know, Heartless look black, Unversed look blue, things like that. Dream Eaters, meanwhile, are all over the place, and they kind of look gaudy like shit as a result, especially when you get to the Dream Eaters in your party. They just don't really match up, and sometimes they actually blend into the background with how colorful they are in certain worlds. It makes them harder to see.
This thing we just played through, much like the dive, all link portals have certain requirements that you have to meet if you want to get a special prize. They are optional, so that's going to be the only one you're seeing in this playthrough.
Yeah, I sure shit didn't bother. It's like, when they introduce it in the game, I'm like, alright, I better not pay attention to that either. It's introducing all these mechanics that aren't really needed and could have used that time to strengthen the main game itself. And trust me, there are some areas that need quite a bit of strengthening.
Like the command deck, for example, and this was one of the biggest disappointments of Didida for me, to be honest. You have the command deck, but they've taken out command melding and command leveling up.
Yeah, they tied it back into those fucking Dream Eaters. And I hate that so much because command melding was so fun, and it gave you a reason to grind commands further, to get more abilities and other commands. It was rewarding as you did that. This version just doesn't really have a point to it.
It's like you level up, your moves level up. Sometimes you can combine two different moves and get a special rare one. That feature is actually prevalent in the Dream Eaters. Sometimes you'll be melding one, and you'll get a completely rare one by chance.
I had a friend once who said he never dreamed of anything, but it turned out that his were the most powerful dreams of all. You sort of remind me of him. Why don't we give your dreams shape?
No, please, no!
No, you don't want to know what I dream.
Do Riku's dream of electric sheep?
We're about to find out. There'll be gaudy colored shit too.
Hey, Helldragon. We get to make a spirit bat.
Alright, let me just get prepared for that. Alright, I'm in the right shirt. Spritz a little bit in my mouth. Bats! This is the end of the joke.
Okay.
Just had to get that out of the way.
Well, you're giving the people what they want, mate.
I should have recorded that ahead of time and just played it in front of the microphone, I realized.
Just have it like completely deadpan. Bats.
It's there, it's done.
It's completely out of sync with the rest of your sentence.
Now, out of all the Dream Eaters I've used in the game, I've stuck with the bat the most. Again, because he has 4 magic haste that I really need. What did you call your various Dream Eaters?
In this playthrough, I just go with the default name so as not to cause confusion.
I called my vat Keyvat from Kamen Rider Kiva. I had to. You know, I'm basically required to make that reference.
How many times do we have to go over this? You've been tricked.
Beat is interesting. Like, he's not like your typical stupid bruiser kind of guy. He still has a very identifiable quirk, which makes him, interesting to listen to. I do like the World Ends With You characters in this game. I thought they would be terrible, but actually they're kind of fun to listen to.
The main problem with the World Ends With You characters is they're basically here to teach you the game mechanics. There's no The World Ends With You bosses like Sho Minamoto.
There's no sequel either. Oh!
Why you gotta be like this, Helldragon?
I had to, I'm sorry.
Okay, here's yet another game mechanic that you have to learn within the first 20 minutes of the game, linking with spirits.
It differs based on who you're playing as. When you link with spirits as Sora, you get like a team combo attack, like Chrono Trigger style. Riku instead uses his spirits to buff up his own attacks and get like super forms, and that's kind of cool in a sense. But they never really feel effective, and they take so long to build up that you're not really going to be relying on them that much. Again, another thing about Dream Eaters that could have been done as another mechanic in a much more simple way.
With Sora, when you link, you'll get a temporary period of invincibility, so if you're fighting a really tough boss, you can always just fire off a link and boom, you're safe for a little bit. With Riku, it's just basically like Helldragon said, a buff.
I think this is the last Dream Eaters tutorial, is it?
I believe so, yeah.
As a whole, Dream Eaters are just really underwhelming, and I really wish they took a lot of those mechanics and streamlined and spread it to other things. Dream Eaters are basically pretty pointless, in my opinion, in this game.
So if you've learned anything from the first 3 parts of this playthrough, is that we like to bitch and we like to whine.
Dream Eaters, so terrible. Can't remain conscious. No, not a flashback. I don't want to watch that shit either.
I could just like splice in a clip of Kingdom Hearts X here.
Don't you mean Kai?
Some call it she.
Fuck you. Alright. The power of an extremely marketable game series. That is what Xehanort is after.
You know what's fucked up? We still haven't seen the real Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it's mostly just been that door that turned out to be the huge cop-out door.
Or one of 2 hearts in the sky.
Good texture on that skull, by the way. Good. I believe that's a skull.
If we get to Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's just basically a globe with Nomura's face on it, that'll be the best thing ever. Kingdom Hearts is me!
In order to win the game, you must kill me, Tetsuya Nomura. Thank God you can skip these parts, though, in your second playthrough, because a lot of them is just basically Yen Sid sitting down telling you shit.
I have to give him props for not forcing you to watch it, but at the same time, if it's going to give you the option to watch a cutscene, and you haven't played the game and seen that cutscene yet, why would you skip it?
Well, still, it's nice to have it the first time. Like, maybe you played it the first time, maybe you're like me, and you're like, do I really need to know this? No! Now, I don't know why you would have bookshelves like that. I've actually seen a really interesting bookshelf that you hang on the wall, and it slants at a diagonal angle, and all the books lined up on that angle, so you can just pull a book out, and the rest of the books fall into place. It's actually really neat.
Thank you for talking about bookshelves when a really important plot device was just mentioned.
Well, I'm sorry, but I did used to work in a furniture store, so I kind of picked up a few things.
Just remember this, 7 lights, 13 darknesses. That will be on the test.
For this reason, some decided to use the Keyblade, a weapon designed to conquer the light.
And to pander to most people.
These were the first heroes of the Keyblade.
I'm gonna punch all those guys.
If this motherfucker don't shut the fuck up.